Hi, this is Graham Jeacocke here. Now, I think those of us who have watched Back to the Future Part 3 might remember the scene where Doc Brown holds whiskey in his hand. Just a little glass of whiskey. Just a little shot. And he reminisces about his lost love. And he downs the whiskey. And then he collapses. Now, the reason I'm talking about this is the response that Marty gives, and it provides an argument for this issue that atheists have with Jesus turning water into wine. Okay. Now, Marty, on looking at what happened to Doc, expresses a thought, and he says Doc can't handle his drink because his body he's not used to drinking alcohol. Okay. Now, even though now I'm going to talk about the Bible here. Now, when Jesus turned water into wine, okay, you need a little bit of background. Now, the wine, okay, for an Israelite, okay, was like a concentrate. You know, you've heard of squash, orange squash, okay? Or I go for Ribena, I like Ribena, okay? We'll have a plastic bottle of Ribena, okay? And you empty out the concentrate, and you go to the tap, and you fill it up with water. Now, this dilutes the concentrate, okay? Now, this is the same process that an Israelite does, or did do, with their wine. Their wine was a concentrate, okay? And they added water to it, and it diluted the concentrate. So, we have to be very careful when we're judging what the Bible talks about. People were drunk. They weren't drunk in the sense, they were drunk, okay, but not in the sense that we, as a modern audience, look at people being drunk on whiskey or any hard liquor or a lager or whatever, okay? It's the same thing with how Doc experienced taking the whiskey is how Israelites coped with wine. Even though they drank wine, because their body was consuming a less potent stuff, you know, people, the more they drink, it's easier for them to be inebriated, okay? And this is a problem when you're judging Jesus turning water into wine. And another point about Jesus turning water into wine. Why do people assume that the water, that the wine was alcoholic? Because our modern way of living has alcohol-free wines, spirits. Now, are you judging a book by its cover, by its name? You see, it's like flowers. Have you ever looked at a flower? And some flowers have the same bloom, but they're called different names because they are different plants. But by looking at it, you can be deceived. Now, it's the same with how we read into the text of the Bible. We see people talking about wine, And we're immediately thinking on our modern way of living, and then apply it to the text. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. Enjoy your day.